Wouldn't want to do that. And if he's playing Orc, I was hoping for an actual human mirror. Then you are a very rare bird, good sir. Infi has indeed been playing a lot of human again lately, but against Orc, against human, excuse me, he's playing mostly Orc, as we've seen also from quite a few other players. Star, Bucky, for example. And it's MK first by 40. This is also something that Infi was playing quite a bit lately when he was playing human against Orc. And now 40 with this with an MK on this map. Haven't seen Mountain King here in a while. Mountain King normally requires an expansion to be playable. So this should be a 2-base attempt then. Aggressive potential here could be quite promising. On the Orc side, it's a fast tech, Farseer grunts, no headhunters. And that works pretty well against MK, I would say. Especially headhunters die very easily to the Mountain King Stormbolt. A little bit of bash, boost of speed. We know how it goes. Thank you, Chaos Front, with the resub. Much appreciated. Farseer getting close to level 2. Very close. But look at the MK. He's on the hunt. He's looking for him. Not creeping the expansion just yet. Oh, Footies getting close for a possible Stormbolt surround. That one. Oh, he's trying to block the grunt here. Free him with a Farseer, but good movement by Fortitude. First big kill. Perhaps a deny. Ooh, very nice deny. Not easy to land that one.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grunt still dead, but at least no experience. MK still with some mana left. 2 Stormbolts, maybe 3 in a little while. Got an early lumber mill coming. No boots yet. I'm sure he's going to go for those later, but not just as of now. Thank you also, Sunny Bowie, with the resub. Thank you, thank you. Alright, Farseer. If we can get level 2 here and steal the big boy creep, that would be wonderful. Would slow down level 3 MK possibly for a long time. But good control here by 40. He hasn't lost a single peasant yet against the Farseer harass. That's kind of crazy. Claws plus 8 found, and now level 3 MK, and now it's hammer time. One peasant finally goes down. This level 2 now, but too late here to be relevant with the chain lightning against the creeps. Clean game by 40 so far. Real clean. Very quick tower. I like that. Takes a lot of power build, but because the scout tower itself is cheap to make, it's not really expensive to power build. Firelord. Okay. Okay. We're going aggro over here. Eats the first Stormbolt right away. I'm very surprised not to see boots yet on the MK, but they might be added still. Alright, Lava Spawn. Do they have the time to split? Do they have the time to go for the cancel? Going for the Arcane Tower here in the back. But the repair is on point. MK still no boots. I must say, I am surprised. Lava Spawn might be kind of stuck back here. It's a little hairy right now to deal with all of this harass. Stormbolt used on the Lava Spawn to prevent it from splitting. There's a second one out and about now, and that means the Firelord is going to be out of mana here now pretty much entirely. 2 foot. Is that a 2-footies round? I think this might be a 2-footies round against the Grunt over here. It is quite a few peasants going down though. Expansion. Oh, it's going to be a big delay. Oh, not done yet. Not done yet. Firelord at the fountain. Healing there. One peasant coming back from militia form. Has to finish building this town hall. Oh, Lava Spawn didn't quite split there. And the MK... Oh, okay. Getting a bunch of grunt kills as well. And MK still has mana. I think that's very important as well. Double Bestiary, Wyvern are coming. And there's not much anti-air at all yet. MK now with the boots. Finally. 40. Only one single tower at the expo. He's trying to go for a second. Wyvern have been revealed. It was a lot of peasants going down in the end, for sure. Phyla didn't get much experience, but the Farseer is 2.5 now. Forty needs guard towers. Very expensive expansion. Going for a blacksmith power build in the main base as well. Wants to get to rifles quickly. It's going to be a late tech this game. Very late. Wyvern thinking about a cancel. 2 Wyvern might be enough for a tower cancel. 1 is not sufficient. Second Wyvern is coming in. Okay, big moment in the game. Can they cancel the tower? MK is following the Wyvern. Wants to have the Storm Bolt ready. But once rifles come out, these Wyvern will have a much tougher time. Infi is already pivoting away from the Wyvern, now going for Raiders. Just a whole bunch of grunts though. Pillage also coming. MK playing defense right now. Ready to protect the workforce. Like a union man. Alright, guard tower in the main base. Guard tower also at the expansion. With that, the peasants are mostly safe, especially against only 2 Wyvern. But they can still be pretty annoying. Kill some peasants here and there. Alright, tech now starts. It's looking solid by 40 though, right? Not an easy game for Fortitude. He will not have quite a bit of pressure, but he deals with it and keeps on playing. Plays himself into a strong position.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Raiders have to work out with tons of ensnares to take out footies and rifles, and then take out the buildings, take out the expansion with the siege damage. But there's not much time left. When 40 gets to tier 2 with a second hero, the game is probably over. Alright, 1 rifle caught. That's 1 kill for free. He might need a few more of those. 1 Raider also intercepted at MK level 4 already. Doesn't have clap. Could retrain later, but in general, he doesn't have that much mana. Oh, Fire Lord. Could be in danger of getting Stormbolt surrounded. Mountain King, very tanky. With the ring and just naturally lots of strength. Difficult to bring down. Honestly, there's not much damage in this Orc army. Especially against heroes. He's only got siege and piercing and a little bit of normal damage from the grunt. Only 1 grunt left, and I think 40 is looking tremendous here. MK first. Almost completely faded out of the meta. MK first Expo, it was mostly about like Archmage, 1 base rifle. Tier 2 timing. Question is always, what happens when the MK runs out of mana? We're pretty close to that now. Heal scroll comes in. Cannot save the rifle, but buys a bit more time. Counter heal scroll on the other side. Can he save the Raider here? Ah, no he can't. Nice surround. MK closes it. Cool thing is, if the MK here is low, he could TP to the expansion and get mana and health right away again from the shop that's there. Infi is starting to stack up some kills though. Second hero, however, on the way for 40. It's a Blood Mage for the mana battery. MK should be thirsting for this shop. Those potions taste real good if you're a dwarf. Some wonderful libations. Clarity, regen scroll, heal pot, mana pot, exactly. MK can be an amazing hero. He is rather high maintenance, you would say. He needs a lot of help. Expansion required, shop required, lots of items required. But if you make him your priority, the MK can be absolutely sensational, especially if he gets to level 5. We're not there yet. Blood Mage. Oh, getting caught. Might be forced into the banish against the ensnare, but no, we got the siphon mana. And that should be a lot of mana for the MK. Look at the experience. Very, very close to the level up. Draining the mana first is the Blood Mage against the enemy heroes. And 40 holds again. He holds again and again. It costs him some peasants, it costs him some footies, maybe even some riflemen. But he holds, the expo stands, the economy is looking good. And now even adding Griffin Aviaries. Mountain King only inches away from level 5, there will be no stopping it now. And it seems like Infi's time is running out, if it hasn't run out already. To be honest, I think it has run out. I think Infi is in an unwinnable position now, especially with the Dragonhawks soon to join. Thank you, Tunshu, with the resub. Says, another month, another Prime sub. Thank you for the great content. Thank you very much for the support. It's the support that makes it possible for us. Okay, Fasty level 4 shows you that indeed there were lots of kills going his way. And the Blood Mage is gonna be caught, trying to get to the shop for the Invo Potion, but does not have the time, or rather, the vicinity. MK got level 5, just in time. TP away now, gonna lose a bunch more footmen, to be honest. But MK is still up, and now we got that level 5. He didn't retrain. Clap here could be sensational against the ground units. Is there still a chance here? Love the farm wall as well, by the way, protecting the expansion against the raiders. Blood Mage, of course, doesn't take long to come back. Militia were called, but retreating for a moment. When is the right time for the defense? This looks like a good collapse by 40. We got the Dragonhawks coming with Militia, and the Blood Mage also should be returning any moment now. And now we got strong aerial shackles against the Wyvern. However, those can be interrupted with Ensnare. And we have a bunch of Ensnare. But it's hammer time indeed. Blood Mage was a little bit AFK here for a while. But the damage is so low, look at that. When the Wyvern are shackled, the damage is minimal. Infi trying to tower up now as well. And now, mana onto the Dwarf. And I think that's going to do it. Even the Militia here help out quite a bit against the Raiders with the normal damage. That tower ain't going to happen. MK 5.5 already. Blood Mage didn't seem to do that much this game, to be honest. It's the MK show. Again, a hero that, given enough resources, given enough support, can be absolutely amazing. That's precisely what he was. Quick level 3, quick level 4, and then on level 5, it's party time. A little bit more mana being given over before the Blood Mage perhaps dies. Potion passed. Blood Mage can survive for a bit longer. We got one more Stormbolt in 3 seconds. TP pass. Invuln on the Farseer, who could have killed him even if he had thrown the hammer onto him. But man, nice play. Great play by 40. Look at him go. Saves the heroes. Back to the shop. Ah! And the Dragonhawks wake up the creeps. So there's no free healing for Infi. Damn. Fortitude. My man. Very, very well played. Outplaying Infi every step of the way, to be honest. In the shape that 40 is right now, not many people can keep up with him. Happy even has been struggling quite a bit lately. The one that has had most success lately against 40 it was the Orcs, to be honest. Lin especially doing well. Even Ice Orc was able to beat 40 in the group stage. That was one of the big surprises of the groups. But here on map 1, that was a convincing, as convincing as ever, showing by 40. Infi, you have to switch to human now or you lost. Infi has to stick with the race for the rest of the series. You cannot switch between the different maps. So Infi will have to stay on Orc. Alright, map 2 coming up shortly. It is gonna be Autumn Leaves. Infi's pick, then. A map that we don't see that often in this matchup. Not every tournament features Autumn Leaves, and it has a tendency of getting vetoed rather often. But here now we will see it. Don't really know what to expect here. It doesn't seem at all like a good MK map, if you ask me. I think it's actually horrendous for MK. Level 3 creeping is bad. Expo creeping is okay, but it's mainly the level 3 difficulty here that should make MK impossible, to be honest. So, Archmage seems to be set with certainty on this map. Question is, Expo, yes or no? I wonder if Infi's play with Mountain King first inspired Fortitude a little bit lately. Perhaps. Because Infi, indeed, when he was playing, again, like I said earlier, human against orc in some tournaments, he has been playing a lot of MK first. Tons of Mountain King. I think almost only MK first. Oh. Oh. Yo, somebody wake up Saul Aitman. Because we have a Pally rifle game, baby. 40 busting out the gunman. Putting his trust in the dwarves so far this series. It was the blonde-haired Royal Mountain King on map 1, and now the... Wait. What hair color are rifles? Are they gray? I think they're gray, right? Oh my god, I actually don't know. I think it's gray. Human should rename to the Dwarf Brotherhood. Isn't that something that, like, Starshaped used to play? The Dwarf strat? Only playing Dwarven units? Like, Riflemen, Mountain King, Mortar teams. Tanks. So, Paladin, obviously. On the Orc side, we got the Farseer straight into Headhunters. So, normally the key against Pally rifles is you need to be aggressive early, drain the Pally's mana, force a shot maybe, put lots of damage on him, and don't give him free creeping. Don't give him a free early game where he can just accelerate to level 3. If the Pally gets level 3 or 4, uninterrupted, he gets insanely strong. Pally rifles, great damage, very durable, and of course insane healing with Holy Light and later on Siphon. Oh, Infi going for the Merc camp pull. I think this is the main reason why he's choosing this map. But of course the Shadow Priest won't be able to dispel against a Paladin. There are no water elementals in this game. Paladin nowadays, more movement speed than in the past. That's a change that I was lobbying for hard. So Pally move speed was increased a few patches ago. Also the blacksmith was decreased in lumber cost. So since then Pally rifles got a bit easier to play. And we have been seeing it a little bit more. Honestly, over the last 3 months, I feel like we've been seeing more Pally rifles than in the years before. But in the early game, it's not that strong. Pally level 1, not amazing. Rifles on tier 1, only 400 range. This style takes a while to come online. I'm quite surprised to see 40 not having an arcane tower in the main base. Normally, especially against Wolf Harass, most humans go for an arcane tower just to have, you know, a little bit of peace of mind. But 40, showing his confidence. Telling his opponent with his play that he doesn't need an arcane tower to deal with this early game. At least not for the initial stages. 0 experience on either side. And I think that's good for the Orc. Farseer has always been one of the best low-level heroes. I would say clearly the best level 1 hero in the game. With the power of the early game wolves. Well, that's not exactly precise enough. Not necessarily the best level 1 hero in the game, but the best level 1 early game hero in the game. If you add a level 1 Farseer into the late game, that doesn't do anything. If you add a level 1 Pit Lord into the late game, very good. Dark Ranger, very good. Even a Paladin, level 1 late game, very good. Thank you, Kunya, with the €1 donation. Says, Remo, cheer up Neo. He needs you. Yeah, I know. Neo has been feeling anxious. Quite anxious about the KK situation. Yeah, I understand. It's a bit scary. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, with the KK platform, the Chinese platform, becoming now relevant in the scene, it puts into question where that will leave War 3 champions and the Western scene, basically. Neo made a very detailed video on YouTube you can check out if you want to hear more. Okay, finally we have level 2 for the Pally, got the Aura. Farseer has been creeping really well. I would say this was quite a good early game by Infi, really good. Normally the key to beat Pally rifles is you abuse the one weakness of Pally rifles, and that is mobility. Pally rifle is a super strong standing fighting army, but it's slow on the map. Something you can abuse, especially with move speed Aura. Speaking of which, the TC will fulfill that role. And then normally you play hit and run all day, all night, and try to expand. Oh, first rifle. Oh, running around the corner. Oh, get saved. This rifle also in trouble. But the Holy Light only has a 5-second cooldown, baby. 5-second cooldown, 65 mana. Best heal in the game. Alright. And now the expansion is gonna be attempted soon. Not just yet, however. Riflemen being upgraded only makes sense. This entire army consists only of Riflemen. Plus one interloper, Berserker. Along with the heroes. Quite a few rifles now. Pretty hurt. Region scroll. Ah, he had with him already. Oh, Pally found the lion horn. That is not useful, but it's going to be more gold. And the hit and run begins. One rifle scouting up in the north. This is going to be a sacrifice. I guess I should expand my previous point. The Pally Rifle army doesn't just have one weakness, it has two weaknesses. One, as I mentioned, is the low mobility. The second is no catch. No Stormbolt, no slow, no Ensnare, no ability to lock down targets and perhaps force a fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Forty's plan might be to tower up heavily at home, so he can leave the main base undefended or only partially defended, In fact, now he's splitting his units. Blood Mage and some rifles staying behind. Pally moving out. Blood Mage could go into Flame Strike, by the way. He saved the second skill point so far. Flame Strike very good in base defense. Tower's about to be done.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Pally shows up north. But of course only with very limited parts of the army. He's looking for an expansion cancel and then probably a TP out. Damage is sufficient. And there's the TP. It's going to cost a rifle once again. How much armor do they have now? 4 armor points on the rifles with the Pally's aura. Soon he's going to be level 4.
A player's forces are under attack.
Then even more armor. Forty playing this pretty well so far. The Pally rifles, baby. It used to be considered only a meme strat. But nowadays looking scarier. And if you're also trying to leave some units behind, but these headhunters will have absolutely no chance against the rifles. Well, we got some militia on the way. Never mind. Called back.
The town is under siege.
No Invo Potion, by the way. We do have Flame Strike, also very good against the towers. This means no Banish, however. Especially Blood Mage could be a viable target, perhaps. Stomp comes in. Huge Stomp, to be honest. There's a heal scroll, though, and there it was used. He's just eating those Stomps, dude. He doesn't care. Doesn't care one bit about the War Stomp. It takes forever. Look how long it takes to just kill 1 rifles. That is the power of Pally rifles. Is still not dead. They're unkillable. They are almost unkillable. Also, to be honest, though, there might be some grunts lacking, right? Is Headhunters really the unit you want against rifles? I don't really think so. Normally, Grunt Raider, I think, has a better chance. But hold on. All of a sudden, we got some rifles going down indeed. Pally level 4 now, though. That is level 2 aura. Plus 4 armor now on everything. 6 armor on the Riflemen. Supply-wise, we have Infi in a bit of a lead right now, but the thing is, the mana advantage is now clearly on the human. Siphon mana coming into play. And now, Pally receiving the joy. Expo still not up. Fortitude, really smart play. The way he was able to cancel the expansion while keeping the main base safe, splitting his army. Very, very well played. And without an expansion, I don't know if it's even possible to beat Pally rifles. The best army, I think, to have against Pally rifles is Bloodlust, Grunts, Lightning Shield. But that is very difficult to get to. Of course, Taurens would be even better, but Taurens are even more difficult to reach. Look at that highlight. Dude, these rifles, they're so tough to kill, man. Okay, 1 goes down finally. No upgrades on the Raiders, by the way, against the 2-1 on the Riflemen. He could even get up to 8 armor if he had 1 more armor upgrade. Oh, and just finished, right? Yeah. Oh my god. 8 armor Riflemen. You can't kill him. He went for Banish. He went for Banish. I don't think that was exactly the right call. Maybe just trying to flex a little bit. But yeah, this fight's unwinnable now. Look at the Raider damage against rifles. It is nothing. Nothing. It takes so many hits to kill a rifle. Now we even got a shop up here. Can go for regen scrolls. It's also difficult to manage sometimes, having AoE healing. But that's where the regen scrolls come in. Easy peasy. Can't get any kills anymore. It's too late, man. It's over. Infi now desperately trying to go for the counterattack. What a cool map to pick the Pally Rifles as well, right? Like, normally, that Shadow Priest early game is so insanely good against Archmage that it wins the Orc the early game normally. So picking Pally Rifles here, very smart. And then playing the style so well here. The true mastery here was the way he was able to keep the main base safe and cancel the expo of the opponent at the same time. Fortitude continuing to look very, very impressive.
A player's forces are under attack.
Infi ain't given up yet. Trying to tower up once more.
A town is under siege.
That TP circle is new. Yeah, that is one new feature added on the KK platform. Bonk. In the end, it's going to be Fortitude who has the faster expo. You know what would be kind of cool, I think, in a game like this, when the Orc has to play hit and run? If they would make a shop like here, for example. So you can always hit the main, fall back, get shop items, go back, you know? And then put your expansion here, put the shop over here, and the human should never be able to get to both positions. In a couple of days, showed how to beat Pally Rifles with Orc. Maybe, again, Lin's replays will have to be studied as they have been for decades. It's just not enough damage. You need so much damage against the Pally Rifles to get kills. Ideally you want to have silence against Pally Rifles, against Blood Mage and Holy Light, and also nukes. That's how Undead back then was able to beat Pally Rifles mainly. Silence to prevent the heal, and Coil Nova for spell damage. Spell damage does not care about 8 points of armor.
A town is under siege.
Oh, look at the Flame Strike, baby! Level 2 Flame Strike. Very, very good against towers. The towers are just doing no damage against the army. Yeah, guys, nowadays, Devotion Aura, really, really, really good. And that's why we have level 3 Devotion Aura. Paladin with 16 armor. 16 armor. Rifles with 10 armor. It's kind of insane, dude. 10 armor Riflemen. Infi has a 0 chance of winning another fight this game. But perhaps he can win by killing the buildings. Dude, the Raider got surrounded by the green camp. What the hell? Whoops. Well, Infi not gonna try this anymore. Game 2 with the Pally Rifles. Fortitude wins and moves on to match point. Thank you, Lesher, with the resub. Says tap out, Infi. That was perfectly timed, buddy. Seems like you had a little bit of mind control there, perhaps. Pally Rifles. It's the flavor of the month, sort of. And we're still lacking that clear counter, that clear recipe to beat it. In the hands of the top players, especially 40. It's looking really good right now. It's looking really good. Not only Fortitude has been playing it lately, also Starbuck we saw do it a fair amount. Okay, if the next map is Turtle Rock, then we're gonna have to go to Warcraft Champions again. Never mind. Our next map is not Turtle Rock, but instead Tight Hunters, where this should be a return to the standard play, I would assume. Not necessarily 100%, but it seems likely. This is the map where humans normally most reliably play one base, rifles, usually with a 2-farm fast tech. But 40 is difficult to predict, man. MK expansion into Pally Rifles, and now Archmage. So this could be 3 different heroes in a row, which is very exciting to me. I feel like Human, unfortunately for a long time, seemed very pigeonholed into only being able to play one starting hero, that being the Archmage. But now we see a bit more diversity again. Especially against Orc, surprisingly. Especially against Orc. All right. When the game is loading on KK platform, the mouse cursor always jumps back into the game screen, so you can never go to the second monitor. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. But now we don't have to stay on the second monitor, we can go in the game. Map 3 is ready for us. With Tight Hunters. 40 now. In the pink! Looking fresh and fashionable. Looking absolutely fresh also on the server. Tremendous play so far by him. Pretty much flawless. All 2 maps so far. In the Gamba department, we have a 90% lead on Fortitude right now. Does Infi really have that little chance? We'll see. What are the player colors on KK? Is it random? No, you can choose your color in the lobby, just like in the Battle.net lobbies. Thank you, Big Nuttle, with the resub. Says that time again. Indeed, that time again. So it is Archmage. Yo, super cool. Fortitude, 3 different heroes in 3 different games. Only thing missing would be a Blood Mage on map 4 if we go there. But Blood Mage definitely the most difficult first hero to play. What patch is this? This is the new patch. 1.36.2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, 40. Ballsy opening. Going for the lab creep right away. If Infi comes to harass, this could be very dangerous. Great opening for Infi here to go for a big play in the early game. One peasant dies to the creeps. Whoops. Bit of a mistake there. Archmage needs to attack the rock golem because the Farseer is on the way. Oh, he's not checking the high ground. Oh, he's right next to him. But not checking the high ground. This goes unpunished. Aim gets level 2 right away. Gets the flute. Farseer with a mantle, however. You don't want to underestimate those mantles of intelligence. If the Farseer gets 2 or maybe even 3 of them, he is insanely good in the early game. All tower with the resub as well. Thank you very much, says Remo. Let's declare an official war to the Chinese Warcraft 3 community. Let's revenge, let's fight, let's have them have a lesson for making such a mistake. No thank you. I am very much against war. I'm a peace Andy, if you will. Yo, what's going on here? We have Militia going out, creeping at the natural, because Fortitude being down here with the Archmage, he's threatening the Orc base. If AM gets level 3 with level 2 Water Elementals, Burrows would be in serious trouble, so Infi is feeling forced to stay home for perhaps necessary defense, and in the north, the Militia are freely creeping the natural. Fortitude again, outplaying Infi seemingly every step of the way. Finally level 2 for the Farseer, but look at the Archmage. He is level 3 already. And looks like expansions are back on the menu, boys. For a couple of months, we saw pretty much only one base play. And that puts Infi in a difficult spot. Archmage has 2 Water Elementals ready. The mana for it, that is. But not enough resources yet for the expansion. Ooh, Farseer almost has the time to go for an attack. But look at how active Fortitude is. He's creeping, he's leveling, and now he's going for the next attack, forcing a response again. And with this attack, he's going to create space for the expansion. Indeed, does take a while to start the construction. But a burrow goes down as well. That's going to be TC supply blocked. Oh, the timing on the burrow kill also perfect. Fortitude with an insane showing today. Absolutely marvelous. Now the expansion is finally coming up. 40 with his footies and level 3 Archmage. Always has been his big strength in the early game. Headhunter is also stranded in the middle of the map. How is Lin #1 in Elo suddenly? The Elo points update every Saturday, and they take into account the newest results, obviously. And Lin was beating everyone lately. Beating 40, beating Happy, winning the Korean qualifier, winning WSB. Lin was basically winning everything he was playing. And that's how he got all those Elo points.
A player's forces are under attack.
The tech for 40 is going to be indeed quite late. He's still relying on the strong Archmage to be the backbone of his army. So far that has worked really well. Oh, he's got so much mana. He's got so much mana. Water elementals for days. And guess what? The lodge isn't done yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy's mostly healed up. Ready for the next round. And the TC's very late as well. Oh, spots the lodge. If that's cancelled, this might just be game. Way too much damage. Easy, cancel, stop, can't stop it. Did I say stop, can't stop it, or stomp, can't stop it? I wanted to say the latter. TC surrounded. TC almost dead. Archmage also almost dead. Whew. Good TP save though. Oh, and guess what? He's got a new regen scroll ready. Retreating with low HP. Tons of footy still. And there's the regen scroll. Dude, 40 is playing so sick. 40 and Lin at the moment in incredible shape. We will see them in the main event together. Or rather, against each other. Lin has qualified. 40 has also already qualified. It's going to be a 24-player tournament with the Korean, Chinese, and Western regions involved.
A player's forces are under attack.
GG. GG, dude. No chance today. Holy hell. Fortitude. Unleashing horror and despair. And zero chance for Infi.